Hello, Sioux Falls High School baseball fans. Today we have another installment of the SEBA Insider. As our special guest, we have Coach Brandon Hunt. Brandon is the head coach of the Washington Warriors, and this is his first year as head coach. Brandon, last year you were the assistant. It was a very successful year for the Washington Warriors. Could you comment on last year's performances?
Yeah, absolutely. We had a great group of talented seniors last year that really kind of carried us to a state championship berth. We got to the state championship after having a great regular season and lost to a very good Mitchell team. But it was, I think it was a good learning experience for us as a school, as just as a Washington high school community, and it's going to be something that we're going to build on for this year. We had a great group of seniors last year, but there were enough pieces to that team that are coming back this year that it was a great experience for them. So it was overall, the last year was a great season for us.
Now, Brandon, we were now more or less finishing our second week of the pitcher and catcher practices, and thus far, just looking at all the four programs, I've been most impressed at Washington with the attitude. I see a lot of the veterans helping the new players, which is very important. Is this something that has been a goal, or are we looking at just a great bunch of kids that are remembering the success and maybe coming up a little short, focusing on the year and maybe a championship for Washington?
Yeah, I think it's a combination of things. This is a very hard-working blue-collar group of seniors that they were happy with last season and getting to the state championship, but it also left a bitter taste in their mouth, and they knew that coming back this year we were going to have to be a team that just simply outworks other teams, and it's starting with the pitchers and catchers right now, and they're doing a great job of leading our younger kids right now, and I've been just overly impressed with the way our seniors are really taking a positive attitude and are really just getting after it in these, because it's sometimes it's hard to see the light at the end of the tunnel when there's 3 feet of snow on the ground.
Sure.
But they have exceeded my expectations as far as being good leaders so far.
I know you hate to singly point to one or two guys, but who are you looking for among your seniors and your upperclassmen, your juniors, as perhaps guys that the fans can maybe look to see some real roles of expectations and performances?
Yep, absolutely. We've got a great senior class coming back. Marcus Tramp, Brady Cross, Jordan Schiefelbein, Drew Rahurick. We've just got a good crop of kids that saw experience last year, and it's really going to kind of add on to this year as well. Some younger kids that we're really going to be looking to is Cole Halgerson was a big player for us last year, and he's kind of stepped up this year into a leadership role as well as a junior. So we've got a good, along with Jared Miller, can't forget about Jared. Jared had a great season last year, and we're really looking to him, especially on the offensive side of the ball, to really be a contributor. So we've got a lot of pieces right now, and like I always tell the guys, we're not always going to be the most talented group, but we will be the hardest working, and that's kind of the attitude that they have taken, and I really like to see that.
Now, staff-wise, just recently added Andrew Phillips. A little bit about Andrew.
Andrew was a 4-year football player for the Augustana Vikings and had a great career there. And he's also been in the SEBA system, and he's coached some VFW ball. And I've just, the thing I like about Andrew is he's very good with kids. He's got a very positive atmosphere around him, and he'll do a great job at the freshman level for us, teaching them the fundamentals of baseball.
And rounding out your staff, we have Jay Wang. Jay has been a familiar face within the SEBA program on the high school level and also VFW. A little bit about Coach Wang.
Yeah, I was very excited to get Coach Wang as on staff with us, because he is a guy that just has more energy than you can imagine. The kids really kind of rally around his spirit and rally around just his positive nature, and he's the type of guy that's got a lot of baseball background, and he loves coaching and he loves kids, and I'm really looking forward to having him on staff as well.
Sounds like a good staff, good group of kids. Philosophy-wise, as a new head coach, now you're wearing a new hat. You're not just kind of watching the other guys, what he's doing. Any change in how you're going to perhaps approach the game? Motion contact, play a little short game, wait for the long ball. What's your philosophy?
Yeah, my philosophy has always been we're going to be the aggressors, whether it's on offense or defense. we're going to be the team that's putting pressure on the other side. So I'm not big into waiting for a guy to hit a double, triple, or home run, because very rarely do you find that at the high school level, where you're just going to have a guy that can sit back and consistently pound the ball off the wall. So we're going to be bunting, stealing, hit and run. There's going to be a lot of excitement in the game, and from an offensive side of the ball, we really try and put the pressure on the defense and make them be out of position from time to time. So my style is an up-tempo and fast-paced game of baseball where I always want the guys to be moving. You should never be standing on the baseball field. You can always be somewhere. So it's I'm excited for the season, because I think we got a good group of kids coming back, and I'm anxious to get outside.
Well, very good. Teams to beat in your region.
Mitchell is always one of the teams. They're not necessarily in our region. On a state level, Mitchell has a very good team. Lincoln, with the success they had last year, they're always a tough team as well. Yankton, it's a region where you can't necessarily say that anybody is the front runner. It's going to come down to the very end of the season, and whoever's playing the best ball at the very end will eventually make it to the state tournament and have a run for a state title.
Well, very good. Well, we hope to see Washington in the state tournament again, and perhaps climb another rung on the ladder. And again, baseball fans, keep your fingers crossed that the snow melts. Your first season opener will be
April 2nd.
April 2nd.
Yeah.
So we have to get a little cooperation from Mother Nature, and hopefully the Washington Warriors will have a very successful year. Again, from SEBA Insider, we look forward to upcoming podcasts with some of our other high school head baseball coaches, John Ratzlaff of Gorman and Joel Sage from Roosevelt High School. Thank you very much for watching, and we look forward to visiting with you again.